Hey, what's going on everyone? Sean from keto2me.com here, bringing you another in our Asian menu recreation items. Today we're bringing you egg rolls, probably the most common starter you find in any Asian takeout. Basically, these wonderfully wrapped, wonderfully filled, handheld Asian hot pockets are just an excellent way to really kick off a meal. So what I'm going to do for you today is recreate egg rolls with two different wrappers. We have one which is a homemade coconut tortilla, and then we have another which is essentially just a cabbage roll, giving you all of that egg roll flavor wrapped inside these two vessels. Stick around for the recipe, I can't wait to show you, and here we go. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and add our cabbage, pulse until shredded. And now we have our bowl of cabbage. We're just going to set that aside. Now keep in mind, I doubled this recipe, so we're going to go ahead and add one whole onion and shred it on low. We're going to add 3 whole carrots. Once again, shred those on low. I do love a food processor. It gets everything nice and even as well. Add 4 green onions. I just cut the bottoms off. And then about 2 cups of mushrooms. We're just going to heat some oil in a skillet over medium-low heat, and then just add the pork. So we're going to go ahead and just smash that down so it cooks nice and evenly. We want to break up any big chunks that we come across as well. So kind of as I'm going through this, I keep checking in on it. You can see it's starting to release some of those awesome oils. That's really what you want. It's going to flavor all of your vegetables, and that flavor is going to come out in your final product. So as you see here, a lot more oil is being released. This pork's coming to a point where it's almost done. Just taking another look at it, and there we go. That's pretty much what you're looking for, cooked all the way through. Now we're going to take our vegetables and fry it right inside of that wonderful oil. No need to waste it. Give that a mix, make sure everything's nice and coated. I'm just checking back in. You're going to get a lot more room in the pan as you go. Here I'm adding some additional oil, and I'm adding the rest of the cabbage mixture. This is a ton of mixture. We're going in with some of that garlic and minced ginger, and then hitting that with soy sauce as well. And then of course, can't do it without salt, so we're going to add a bunch of salt, and then we're going to mix. We're going to check them periodically because cabbage breaks down quite a bit. You're not going to have anywhere near the same volume you start with, and that's going to make this a whole lot easier. Just mixing this up, get it nice and uniform, try to figure out if you need more of the cabbage or not. I probably have about half the cabbage left behind me, so I'm going to check that out. Yep, definitely looks like it needs more cabbage, so I'm going to go ahead and scoop some of that in here. So as you can see, it made quite a bit. Doubling the recipe, you can make a ton of egg rolls, but I'm probably going to do some of these as egg rolls, some of these as egg roll bowls, if you will. Maybe fry up some chips using some low carb wraps or some pork rinds and just use it as a dip. Honestly, no shame in that game. Mix until well incorporated. You want to make sure it's as evenly mixed as you can because you have a lot of great flavor in there. At this point, we're going to go ahead and add some sesame oil. This is really what gives Asian food a lot of its unique flavor. So I'm just going to go fairly light with that, maybe about a tablespoon. And then mix that in well, because that's really one of my favorite parts. You want to make sure every bite gets some. All right, so we have our steamed cabbage leaves here. We have our egg roll filling there, and we have our tray that we're going to bake these on. So this is just one option. I'm going to use these cabbages. Keep them nice and open. Steaming them definitely helps this part. Take a good scoop of our filling. Put it right in the middle there. And we're just going to wrap it up to the best of our ability. Sometimes you do too much, but you know what? No harm, no foul. Let's try one more, maybe be a little more careful about our filling. Put it in there. I'm going to do a little bit more. Go ahead and take that, tuck it back in nice and tight, just like you're making cabbage rolls, or like a taco, burrito rather. One more for the family. I intend to have a lot of this left over. I want to eat this kind of like egg roll bowls, or try a couple different options for wraps as well. All part of the recipe creation here. So this part of the cabbage down here is actually a lot stronger. I highly recommend you scoop it onto that area. Just makes it a little easier to roll it. Oh man, so I'm so happy that I doubled this recipe. It made way too much egg roll filling, which is really not a problem. Essentially, egg roll filling, I just put that in a bowl. You have quite a few lunches out of that as well. You can eat the egg rolls, you can eat the filling, it's all optional. I like to hit that with some sesame seeds on top. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. It came out wonderful. It really hits that need for me to get a nice fried egg roll at a Chinese takeout with the fewest amount of calories possible. So really, the coconut wrap is one option, definitely holds together better, but the cabbage wrap, probably my favorite because you're getting more vegetables, less carbs, less calories. Either way, I hope you liked this recipe. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you can get all the content updates as they come out. Or if you could, hit the notify button, that way you can see it the second I release it. Once again, I'm Sean from Keto2me.com. Hope you all had a great day. I know I did, and until next time, take care.